Hi guys, as you know, the third day of the US Open was not highly interesting. It's not impressive with the negative results because you see that only Will Zalatoris and Matt Fitzpatrick have played normally yesterday and well, maybe good for them yesterday. But the former leaders, after 2 days of the US Open, have played very poorly and had results from +3 to +7, and +7 was for the Colin Morikawa, and this is that my best score was 77, and it was not on the par 70 but on par 71 hole course. In this connection, I'm not so highly interested to look for the golf of the guys who are playing, let's say, with the same score as I have did. I totally understand that conditions of mostly the rough and the weather were quite difficult, but from the other side, it's also the highly interesting subject. For example, when I'm looking for the golf, I want to receive the good pleasure from the quality of the game. But when the golfers are playing in the conditions with the deep rough conditions, where they have not played before, not playing oftenly, so they have not the skills to play from such conditions. And in this case, it mostly depends from something like the luck or maybe the chance. So it's becoming not a game of skills, but it's becoming the game of chance. And as for me, it's becoming highly uninteresting to take a look for such a scoring. In this connection, today I have decided to send on my YouTube channel videos of the two guys from the amateurs, because you know that for amateurs to play in the final to make a cut on the US Open is a huge result. Plus that, I couldn't find the video of the Sam Bennett, who have played +4 yesterday and who was better than Colin Morikawa yesterday for 3 shots. But I have found the videos of the Austin Grazer and Stuber Hagestad. And it seems that in some cases the PGA Tour is making some kind of mistake when they are trying to increase the of the gaming, some kind of the punishment on the US Open for course conditions on the US Open, because you see that it's becoming something like, as you know, that currently they have very strong competitions with the LIV Golf League. And as you know, the last week, the guys who have played on the LIV, the leader, winner after 3 days, so after 54 holes, Charles Watzel, have played with the scoring -7. And current leader on the US Open, Will Zalatoris, and current leaders, Will Zalatoris and Matt Fitzpatrick, are playing with -4. In this connection, the scoring is showing us that the guys on the LIV Golf League are playing the same way, or maybe a little bit better than best golfers all over the golf. And in this connection, it's becoming also the subject that the criticism from the PGA Tour and to the LIV Golf talking us that it was unreasonable criticism, isn't it? Because we see that, for example, Dustin Johnson is playing on the 17th position with +2, and this connection he is showing quite a solid game, and he's not playing not so serious difference with the other guys who are playing on the US Open. So it seems that maybe if you have changes in any kind of activity, in any kind of processes, you maybe need to think a little bit more attentive about the processes. So when the PGA Tour has had monopoly in the professional golf, they can make everything what they want, made everything what they want, because you have monopoly. The spectators have not the chances to take a look for other golf competitions, because all the golf competitions are your one. But currently, when competition is coming in the golf, professional golf tours, they must be more attentive. And in this case, maybe next time it's better to make the major not so, that the conditions of the courses on the majors have not so many punishment and have not so many hazards for the golfers, because it's much more interesting for me. Maybe I'm mistaken, but for me it's much more interesting to look for the rounds when the Rory McIlroy, for example, like in the last day next week have played -8. I'm receiving information about the best rounds, and for me it's highly interesting because it's much more higher level than I'm playing in the golf. But when the golfers are playing on the same level, I certainly understand the difference. I certainly understand it, but in the case of the score, they are professionals who spent their lives to play golf and who have started to do it from the early ages. In this connection, they are not doing anything than playing golf. In this case, we can expect from them very good results, but actually we are looking that they are playing on the levels which were good for golf 20, 30 years ago. Again, I'm understanding the difference in the distances, but it's a difference in the equipment mostly, because for those times, the skills of the golfers are not so highly improved, but mostly will improve the equipment with which they are playing. So it's many subjects they are coming, and in many cases just them let us to save intrigue in the professional golf development. And as for me, it's more and more reasonable to expect that maybe the LIV Golf League will rise much more quickly. Attention of the public will rise much more quickly than it's rising, or maybe staying stable for the PGA Tour events. All of us are interested in that the US Open and other majors will attract more and more attention, and that we can discuss it. But currently we have information that it's nothing to discuss than the deep roughs. Is it good for golf? I'm not sure. As for me, it's not highly interesting. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good game. I hope that the last round will be much more interesting than the previous ones, because when we are sitting and expecting that our favorite golfers will go to the course to play, that we are expecting that we will have the games which will be highly impressive, but currently we had not anything impressive during the first 3 days. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have a good game. I love the golf.